Hello, viewers. Welcome to today's episode of the ROTS, which is reaching out to souls. And we happen to be in Accra Academy here. And today we are going to interview one-on-one with the EC president of the Accra Academy. I can't wait to meet him. Thank you. I am your host for today's episode, Master Samuel Bannerman, and I have with me here
Master Caleb Naughty, the Evangelism president for Accra Academy.
Okay, so in today's discussion, we are going to discuss about how man lost the kingdom. And we are going to take our anchor scripture from the book of Genesis chapter 1, verse number 26. And I read, Then God said, Let us make man in our image and in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fishes in the sea and the birds in the sky, and over the livestock and over the wild animals, all creatures that moves around the ground. Mr. Caleb, what do you have to say concerning this scripture that talks about the image of God and how man lost the kingdom?
So, in the beginning, God wanted to create man in His own image, in the sense of authority, so that man have authority over the things He created. So that let us create man in our own image, so that he may have dominion over the earth, over the things that we have. So when we talk about kingdom, who is the person who lives in the kingdom? The first key figure of a kingdom is the king.
The king.
Yes, and in the kingdom, the king should have a place where he have dominion, or where he exerts power. So, the place of which the king exerts his power is known as domain.
Dominion. Domain. Okay.
Simply domain. So, the place or an area of which a king exerts his power is simply the domain.
Okay.
So, the domain is the place of which the king has dominion.
Okay.
So that's why the word came about kingdom, because it's the king's domain.
Okay.
So if you put the king's domain together, you get kingdom.
Yes, sir.
That's when kingdom came about. So for a king to have dominion, a king must have a kingdom.
Okay.
So God had a kingdom, and then God wanted to pass down the kingdom to His children.
Okay.
They said that I think man should be the best choice.
The man should be the best choice, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Man should be the best choice to inherit His kingdom. So man said that even though I have this in the heavens, let us create man in our own image, so that we will have dominion over the kingdom that we're going to create on earth.
Okay.
Yes. So after God created the earth, put man in there, that man should have dominion. He said, have dominion and then multiply. Man should have dominion and then multiply. And then we know that the snake came to deceive man.
Okay.
Yes. So imagine something. It's that if you read Genesis chapter 1, verse 26, so that have dominion, or let man have dominion over the fishes in the sea, animals on the land, and the birds that fly in the sky.
Okay.
It means that God gave man the power and the ability to rule over all other things on earth.
Okay.
But for somebody to give you power to rule over everything on earth, and for something which you have power to deceive you, who now has authority?
Okay, so Master Caleb, let's look at how man lost the kingdom. So what at all caused man to lose the kingdom? I want to look at that. So what happened at the first place? How man lost the kingdom?
So that's what I'm opening up. So if you have authority over something, and then something tells you what to do, do you have authority over that thing?
No. Wow.
Authority over that thing.
Yeah.
So Adam had authority over snake. But snake actually deceived Adam.
Wow.
Which means that Adam has given the snake the birthright, the birthright to inherit the kingdom.
Yeah.
The birthright to be the king of the kingdom which have been given to him.
Okay. So Master Caleb, let's look at one of the main things that caused the losing of the kingdom. Was it disobedience? Was it pride? Was it arrogance? We want to look at that to our viewers. So what was the main cause of losing the kingdom?
So one of the main causes, I think, the loss of the kingdom is one of them. Let's take two.
Okay.
One of them is ignorance.
Okay.
And the other is disobedience.
Okay.
Because man has something called free will.
Okay.
That is, God created man in His own image and after His own likeness. Now, can somebody tell God what to do?
No.
Nobody can tell God what to do.
Yeah.
Since God created man in His own image, it means that God put in him that same will that nobody can tell him what to do into man. so that nobody can tell man also what to do, because man knows what.
Okay, so Master Caleb, can you enlighten me small when you speak about ignorance? So the aspect of the ignorance, I want to know more about it, relating to losing of the kingdom. So what caused it with ignorance?
So ignorance is the reason, because I think most of the reasons why we Christians face a lot of challenges because of ignorance, because of the ability or the knowledge of the power that we have.
Okay.
Adam lacked knowledge about the power that he had.
Okay.
That's why he lost the kingdom.
Wow.
If you don't have knowledge about the power that you have, it's easy to lose it.
So viewers, I believe you have been enlightened. You have come to see that there were two things that made man to lose the kingdom. And number one was ignorance, and then number two was disobedience. I hope you have been enlightened about how man lost the kingdom. We are going for a quick break. We'll be right back. Hello viewers, welcome back from that quick break. I hope you enjoyed the ministration that was displayed during the quick break. So now we are going to look about how man gained the kingdom. You get to know. So Master Caleb, now we looked about how man lost the kingdom. So if I'm a man and I want to regain the kingdom, I want to have dominion, what are the stages? How can I gain the kingdom?
Yeah. Okay. So the first term I want to bring to your knowledge is death.
Death.
Yes. Okay. So death, in simple sense, means separation.
Okay. Yeah.
Separation. So when we say somebody has died, it's actually separation. Okay. So physical death is the separation between the soul and then the body. Okay. Spiritual death is the separation between your spirit and the spirit of God. So when God told Adam that, Adam, if you eat of this fruit, you will surely die. After Adam ate of the fruit, did he die? No. He still lived. Still lived. Yes, sir. But in actual sense, he died. Yeah. Because death means separation. So his spirit was actually separated from the spirit of God, which actually cost him the kingdom. Wow. So in order for you to regain that life, in order for you to regain the position to be back into the kingdom, you must have life, which is the opposite of death. In order to have life, you must be born again. Wow. And then that's when Jesus Christ came. He said that I have come so that you might have life, have it abundant. Yeah. So the key for coming into the kingdom again is to be born again and to have life. And that is only through Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. So Master Caleb, when you spoke about death, you dying to yourself. So it means you denying the world and moving into Christ, living the life of Christ, right? Because as we read in our anchor scripture, I said, let us create man in our own image and his likeness. So we have to leave the old things away and then come back to Christ, and then live the life of Christ. Is that what you are trying to say? That we have to be Christ-like? That's how we can gain the dominion. So what death and what? If you can throw more light about, we can get one. Death. Okay, so death and death. Okay, only death. So viewers, we have been enlightened here that how man can lose the kingdom is just ignorance and disobedience. So for you to come back or for you to regain the kingdom as a man, you just need to die to yourself, leave the old nature and come back to Christ and live the Christ life. Hello viewers, this was the end of the discussion. Being in Accra Academy was a great time. We had the EC Vice President with us, and we had a great time, a great talk about how man lost the kingdom and about how man can gain the kingdom back. So see you on the next episode. It's ROTS, reaching out to souls. ROTS, reaching out to souls. ROTS, every soul is important to God. See you. Bye-bye.
ROTS, reaching out to souls. Every soul is important to God.